Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Anthony Biase and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today I want to do some product photography and I figured I'd incorporate some kind of challenge with it for you guys here on YouTube. So I do a lot of cocktail photos for bars and restaurants here in my hometown, and I'm getting the craving to just shoot some cocktails and maybe drink them afterwards, who knows, I don't know. So what I think I'm gonna do is just do a one light product photography challenge. Now, I'm not gonna be doing a strobe light, I'm not gonna be light painting, I'm not gonna be using the light in multiple different areas and then putting them in Photoshop. I'm literally using just one light, and that one light photo is going to be the final image that I'm going to be editing and posting here on this video. So this is very much catered to you guys at home that may not have access to a lot of studio gear. I do have a bunch of strobes in my living room right now, but I'm going to be using just one light bulb and some reflectors and some paper and some white cards and stuff like that to create the best looking photo I possibly can. I have not done this, and this is going to be an experience and challenge along the way. I'm running out of breath because I'm talking so fast. This is gonna be a fun video. I'm really excited. Now I have to basically transform. There's something in my eye. My cat is going through its shedding season right now in springtime, and my cat is just shedding everywhere. And then now I have allergies, and I think I have the sickness. Anyway, so yeah, I gotta basically rearrange my entire living room just because I do have to do some actual product photography later after this video. So the first step to this entire challenge is actually getting the light. So I stole this light bulb out of a light in my living room, and I'm gonna put it into a desk lamp that I have here in my room. So now that we have this, I'm gonna try to find some like bounce cards, maybe like I might have some white foam core. I think I do actually in my car, but I haven't been in my car for like a month, so I don't know what's in there. And then maybe even some tin foil for like to act as like a reflector. Yeah, I think that would be it. Like I said, this is gonna be really simple. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I wanna show you guys that you can simply get product photography with just one light bulb and a little bit of extra stuff flying around the house. All right, it's a little too hectic in my living room right now. Alyssa's in there crafting and I don't feel like bothering her, so I'm just gonna do everything here in my room. I don't really need too much space because I'm not dealing with any strobes or big lighting. I do have this white card right here. It was in my car. And then if you can see back over here, I've got some tin foil, and I actually grabbed some wax paper just to diffuse the light a little bit. Next thing I need to do is actually start setting some stuff up. Cool, now I have this nice little wood piece that I'm probably gonna use. I'm not really sure what this is. Actually, you know what this is? This is a wine holder. You place wine in here, but I'm gonna use this as the background. I don't wanna use my slider doors to my closet. So I think that's gonna be cool right there. Cool. Maybe put the bottle there. All right, so I don't think that you guys can see me, but you can see my hands. So what I got going on right here is this is just like a board. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think, it doesn't matter. It's like a piece of wood, basically. Then I have a little dish right here where I have the bottle of whiskey on it. And then in the background, I have, pretty sure that's like a wine holder. There's little slots for wine. I think it looks pretty cool. It kind of fits the vibe of whiskey and dark and, you know, that cool vibe, you know? And I'm gonna put the drink right here in the center and then shoot it. So now this is kind of set up. I don't wanna get too crazy with it. I'm gonna start messing around with lighting because that is the most important, but I just wanna kind of get a general idea of what I'm shooting. That way I can modify the light accordingly. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do, this is the light bulb in here. I think I'm gonna use some wax paper to actually diffuse this light a little bit. I don't really know how I'm gonna do that, so I'm gonna figure that out right now. Probably should have done all this stuff before I laid everything out, but basically we're gonna go ahead, tape the center, probably roll it over would be the best option, right? No, because then, this isn't a crafting video, but I'm gonna tape it like that. Cool. Should hold. DIY softbox is essentially what we're building here. I don't want it just falling off mid-shoot, so I'm gonna just do a couple extra. Cool. This is essentially what we're looking at. Bada boom. That looks good. Basically need to find a way to prop this up. And then I also have a white card that I'm gonna put on this side. So basically the idea is to try to get as flat and diffuse the light as possible and as close as we can to the subject. And especially when you're shooting bottles, pro little tip, that basically the more diffusion that you have and the closer it is to the bottle, that nice gradient white light is going to appear on the side of the bottle. And that is exactly what we want. Although we are shooting mainly just a cocktail, and we're going to be shooting pretty much wide open on my 100mm, which is going to be 2.8. So we won't see too much of the sharpness of the bottle and the light, but it will look good. So we're gonna get a light stand for this and a light stand for the white foam core and get that set up and start pouring a cocktail and shoot it. So we got this small light stand. I really hope that this is gonna be able to clamp and hold this up. Yes, cool. Boom, right there. Looks pretty bad, but it will look good on camera. Instead of riddling my room with light stands, I'm going to clamp this to the back of my chair right here. So this is kind of the setup right now. We've got the bottle, the props, the light, diffusion, and then a bounce card. Now I definitely could use a little bit more diffusion, and I could simply do that just by adding more wax paper, but I don't want to get rid of the light that's coming on this side. So I'm totally fine with that right here. That harsh light on the top, because again, we're going to be shooting a cocktail pretty much down here, and you're not going to see too much of that light on the bottle. All right guys, I got my glass here. I'm going to go get a cube, put it in there, and then fill it up with a little bit of whiskey, put it right here, and then go ahead and shoot. I've already set up my tripod. It's pretty low and it's like super cramped over here, so I'm kind of waiting to get behind the camera until everything's set up. So yeah, I'm going to go get some whiskey and get that ice cube. All right, I got my cube. I made this, and once it gets a little wet, you'll see that it's nice and clear. So I'm gonna put it in there, like that. Now, if your cube, fun fact, if your ice cube doesn't fit, you can just keep spinning it and it will. Once I put the whiskey in there, it'll melt a little bit, so. Beautiful, so I have the cocktail all set up. So literally just whiskey and ice. And now I'm gonna start framing it up a little bit. I have my tripod here already kind of down level. I wanna be shooting basically straight level at the drink. Diffuse light here, the bounce card, the cool backdrop. I actually might change the back wine rack and kind of angle it a little bit. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, just to add a little bit more dynamic. All right, so now we have everything framed up. I'll tell you guys a little bit about my settings. Now I'm at 4.5 because after shooting and doing some test shots, 2.8 was a little bit too shallow and I wasn't really getting any clarity out of the drink itself. I'm at 1/15 of a second for the shutter speed, and I actually have my ISO kind of cranked around 640. I would love to be shooting a lot lower, but I also don't want to be risking any kind of jitter movement on the camera just because it is cramped back here, so I don't want to be doing too slow of a shutter speed. So this is already looking really good. I'll put the images on screen. Now I gotta use live view to frame up the shot. That looks pretty good. So I really enjoy this setup right now. Everything's looking really good. So I'm gonna get a few shots and then afterwards I'm gonna pour out a little bit of the whiskey. It's a little bit too full and I'm not really seeing any of that ice. So I'm gonna get some shots right here. I just wipe down the glass a little bit, put it back where it was, and go ahead and shoot again. Beautiful, now you can actually see some of the ice in there that I spent so much time making. Again, if you guys wanna see a video on how to make clear ice, I will make one, just let me know in the comments. It's super easy and pretty fun and looks great for cocktails. All right, so I'm struggling to get some kind of focus, so I'm just gonna use live view mode because it's easy. All right, I really am enjoying this. I think this is pretty much where I'm at for this photo right now. All right, to give one last rundown before I take all this stuff down, I've got the light bulb right here that is acting as the only source of light, bounce card right here, which is just a piece of foam core that I strategically clamped to this, my office chair. And then, so this is the cocktail, and we've got the bottle in the background, and then again, the backdrop, which is that wine holder cooler thing. Alright guys, that just about wraps up this video. I'm here on my computer editing some of the photos already, and I have to say, I am pleasantly surprised with the outcome. With just one light bulb, we were able to get some really killer product photos. And I say product, I mean I was shooting a cocktail. Cocktail is technically a product, I guess, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'll get hate for it in the comments, but whatever. I had a really great time doing this video, and I want to do more, so if you guys have any suggestions, please hit the comment section and let me know what you think. Also, shout out to Stroutwater for hooking it up with the goods. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already, please hit subscribe and the bell for notifications to be notified every single time we make a post here on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.